If you purchase a household appliance from us, like many independent retailers, we will offer an installation service. Now this is normally chargeable. Some customers wonder why they have to pay for installation, because it's really easy to install the product. And in theory, some products are quite easy, but what we want to do is take you through some of the household appliances we sell and what installation would entail. A washing machine is one of the most popular appliances we sell, and to install it can be quite simple if you know what you're doing. Normally when we install an item, we'll unbox the product first and we'll take the packaging away. Now I know to some people that sounds quite simple, but some of the packaging that the products arrive in is quite huge and cumbersome, and if you were to put it in your own bin or your own recycling bin, then that can fill it. First of all, with a washing machine, you have to take these out. These are called transit bolts or shipping bolts, and what these do is they hold the drum steady while in transit, and it can avoid damage to the appliance or the suspension and other components within inside the machine. Normally it can vary how many bolts are in the machine, but on average it's normally between 3 and 5. But as I say, take all these out and pop them to one side, because if you were to move the machine in the future, then you should ideally put these back in. Once you've taken the bolts out, just open the door and pop your hand in to make sure that the drum moves around quite easily. Before we look at connecting the new machine up, what we need to do is to take the old washing machine out. So this is a service that we offer where we can remove the old machine and recycle it for you. Then when it comes to connecting the machine, what we need to do is to connect the water hose and connect the waste hose as well, and also the electric. With a new washer, it is recommended to use a new hose that would arrive with the new appliance. Main reason for that, sometimes things like the washers inside the hose can start to wear down over time, and if anything that could cause a little leak. So I would always recommend just using the new hose. Then once the machine's put in place, then we make sure it's level and it's not going to rock about, which some appliances can do. Then once the machine's connected up, then we put it through a quick test wash to make sure there are no leaks and everything's working okay. When it comes to freestanding refrigeration, it can be a little bit simpler than installing a washing machine. First of all, once the product has been brought into the house, then what we do is to take the old one out and take that outside first, just to give us some space. One of the most common questions we get asked when we're talking about installation of, I suppose, of any product, is would the drivers give me time to clean behind where the old one was before the new one's installed? Because obviously taking your old fridge freezer out or old washing machine out and cleaning behind it on a weekly basis isn't something you're normally going to be doing. And the answer of course is yes. We'll give you a chance to clean where the old appliance was before the new one's installed. With the fridge freezer, then we'd slide it into place and using the adjustable feet at the front, make sure the appliance is level. Now this is something that can be quite difficult, to try and push the fridge freezer back slightly, adjust the feet to make sure it's level. But that's not the job finished yet. Like on the inside of this Liebherr fridge freezer, it has what they call transit tape, and that's the blue tape that holds all the shelves or drawers, depending on what you've got in there, holds everything in place. What we do is we take all that off, then once it's plugged in, we set the fridge freezer temperature to make sure it will get down to temperature as quickly as possible. Don't just assume it's standard fridge freezers that we will deliver and install. We can also install an American fridge freezer for you as well. It can be a little bit more complicated. First of all, you might have a water connection that connects a water supply to your fridge freezer, especially if you've got, say, water and ice with it. Also, the physical size of the fridge freezer can normally be a challenge. So all I'd recommend, just have a measure of the product itself or the packaging that it arrives in before you purchase one, because you'd be amazed at the number of households that we go to where we have to take doors off to complete the installation. When it comes to tumble dryers, they are fairly simple to install. All you need to do once the product is unboxed is to pop it into place, make sure it's level, and then plug it in, switch it on, make sure everything's working okay. If you've got a heat pump or condenser tumble dryer, then it's just really a case of popping it into place, switching it on, and away you go. If you wanted a water outlet connected, which quite a few tumble dryers offer now, then it might just be a case of going around the back of the tumble dryer, connecting the water hose, and then putting that into a waste outlet. If you've got one of the older style vented tumble dryers, then all you need to do is to connect the vent hose onto the back of the tumble dryer, then put it through a wall or through a window, depending on how you want to vent the dryer itself. When it comes to integrated appliances, there's a lot more work involved compared to installing a freestanding appliance. One of the most popular items we sell that's integrated are dishwashers. We do no end of integrated dishwashers, and majority of the ones we supply we will install and take the old appliance away. First thing we'd need to do is to remove the plinth at the bottom and put that safely to one side. Then we'd remove the old dishwasher and take the door off, and again pop that to one side and put the new dishwasher in, get it connected. So it's similar concept to a washing machine where we're going to connect the mains, going to connect the waste and the water. Then the next part of the installation can be where skill and experience comes in, and that's getting the dishwasher installed correctly and everything lined up properly. Then once the dishwasher's in place, it's all securely in and the door is on, then we put the plinth back on and put it through a quick test wash to make sure everything is working okay. When it comes to an integrated washing machine, similar concept to a freestanding washing machine where you've got the standard connections of waste, water and electric. Also you've got the transit bolts in the back of the machine, but obviously with an integrated one you've got the hinges on the side here and you've got the plinth along the bottom, and again you need to get everything lined up and make sure it all looks amazing. We also offer installation of integrated fridge freezers as well. Now compared to a standard fridge freezer, these can take a lot longer to install. First of all, the old appliance needs to be taken out and the doors need to be taken off the old fridge freezer. Before the new fridge freezer is put in place, we just need to make sure that the hinge arrangement on the old fridge freezer and the new one are the same. And what I mean by that is on an integrated fridge freezer, you have either fixed hinge or sliding hinge. So on this one, this is a Blomberg model that we sell really well. This has something called a sliding hinge. So what will happen is you have these sliders at the top and the bottom of each door. And what that means is that this furniture door is screwed onto the cabinet, not onto the appliance itself. When it comes to a fixed hinge fridge freezer, then the furniture door itself is attached onto the door of the fridge and the freezer. It can be really important to make sure when you order a new integrated fridge freezer that you get the correct sliding or fixed hinge. Although it can be possible to change them from one to another, sometimes it's really difficult. We also offer installation of cooking appliances too. Whether it's an integrated oven like this or a freestanding cooker, we offer the full service where we will come in, remove the old appliance and recycle it, and then we can install the new one for you. And although the initial installation can look very simple, sometimes getting it connected properly can be a bit of a challenge. When it comes to installing gas appliances, like a couple of hobs behind me, then I'd always recommend getting a gas safe engineer to come out and install it properly. Once the appliance has been put into place, then it should be fully tested to make sure everything is working okay. And normally the engineer would leave some paperwork to show you that it's been installed correctly. Now we're not gas safe registered ourselves, but if you purchase an appliance from us, then this is the kind of service that we can organise for you to get someone to come around, install it and remove the old one for you. I hope you found it useful and interesting learning about how installation works on some products and why it is worth paying someone like ourselves to come and install a product, remove the old one for you, just to keep everything simple and make sure everything is done properly. You'd be amazed at the number of times a customer will take an appliance home, think they can install it themselves, and then we get called back to go and install it for them because they're not quite sure on how to do it and don't want to damage it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. Do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. If there's something that I've missed, then pop in the comments and I'll get back to you. What I wanted to do was to give you a brief overview of what's involved with some of the installation of some of the most popular household appliances that we sell. Thanks for joining me today.